Didlr is probably the most exciting social network that you've ever heard of. It's where you can draw on your touchscreen of your phone or your tablet, or even on your laptop or your computer, or it's about anything that's got a screen, and then share those pictures with anyone instantly around the world. It's a social network for people that are creative. Some people read, some people like to listen to stuff. Well, Didlr is all about showing people your ideas. And every diddle, which are the little drawings that you share, evokes a brilliant emotional response in everybody who sees them. You can't help smiling when you're using Didlr. Well, Didlr's ace because there's been nothing like it before. This is a beautiful application which is just absolutely fantastic. Whatever phone you're using, whatever tablet you're using, it's a beautiful experience to use it, to play with it, to touch it. And it's ace because people are communicating in new ways, without language. When somebody's drawing a picture and sending it to somebody in a different country, in a different continent, they're sending it to them without having to worry about a language barrier. You can get the feeling, you can get the message just from a picture. And of course, when the diddles are drawn back on the screen, we get to see how they were created. So if a picture tells 1,000 words, then a Didlr tells 100,000 words. Didlr isn't like Draw Something. Draw Something's a game, right? You play Draw Something. It gives you a word, tells you what to draw, you draw it and people have to guess what that is. Didlr isn't like that at all. You've got complete freedom to draw whatever you want and share it with whomever you want. It's not a game because games have a beginning, a middle and an end. Ultimately, you've completed a game. But Didlr is a social network where you've got circles, you've got friends, you've got people all around the world that you're communicating with, so it never ends. Well, Didlr is similar in a way to Twitter because you follow people, people follow you. And like with Twitter, you send out 140 character messages. You send out little pictures to people. So people are using it to communicate, they're using it to share ideas, they're using it to collaborate. It's very interesting how people use it in different ways. We have some kids who sit there sending messages to one another. Then we've got people that say, "I love you, Mom," and other people that draw Star Wars pics or wonderful pieces of artwork. And of course that artwork can be turned into physical product as well. We can turn it into postcards, skateboards, bags, greetings cards, anything you can possibly imagine. My favourite thing about Didlr is that users are doing stuff on Didlr that we never anticipated they would do. The way they're using it to send pictures to one another is more than we ever imagined. People have created amazing artwork and people have created simple little cartoons. And we never kind of expected such an incredible amount of stuff to come through. It was all about providing tools to people that were easy to use and simple to draw with. But what users have done with it has blown my expectations away. We're making money out of Didlr by allowing brands and businesses to feature within the product. Just like you have a featured tweet, which isn't kind of like breaking what Twitter is because it's a tweet inside Twitter. We're allowing brands and businesses to place diddles inside people's Didlr stream, to own the featured Didlr slot and therefore be promoted and maybe link out to web pages. We're also having a spotlight where people are able to put their diddles in there and people can react to that. Now here's the cool thing, when a user is diddling about a brand, let's say they're diddling about Converse shoes, that's a really deep engagement. That isn't a throwaway like button click or a retweet. This is a really valuable user to that brand. This is somebody who's really engaged, who wants to share this brand and their love of the brand and their vision with the rest of the world. Nokia have already used Didlr commercially in a campaign they ran in conjunction with MSN. When the Oscars ran last year, we had a carousel on MSN where we were showing diddles that users had created and people were encouraged to diddle in with who they thought was going to win the Oscars. We've already got hundreds of thousands of users that have been grown organically. We haven't paid for a penny of promotion, so all our users have come through word of mouth, through sharing the application themselves, and simply because we've had a great application that Microsoft have picked up on and promoted in their store. Now we've got a whole plan for promotion, and that's why we need investment in the business. We've got a great deal of experience and knowledge of how users are sharing, how they are engaging with the client, what our conversion rates are, what kind of usage we can expect based on a marketing spend and a marketing push. So that gives us a very clear set of numbers that we can apply to a plan that'll help get Didlr out to the rest of the world. I'm super proud of Didlr. It's a great social platform and it's a brilliant brand that our users are getting behind. They're enjoying sharing diddles with their friends and with their peers. They're enjoying being part of the Didlr community, getting involved with us on Twitter, getting involved on Facebook and on Instagram. We're broader than our own platform. Of course, we haven't gone against Facebook or Twitter. We're augmenting the experience. We don't intend to replace those. We want to be a significant part of everybody's digital social lifestyle. We wanted diddling to be inclusive and available to everyone. Twitter has a 140 character limit on its tweets, and that's actually an enabling factor. It seems like a limit, but I can write 140 characters and be really proud of what I've created. But I couldn't write an essay or a novel, that's just too much for me. So with Didlr, we wanted to keep it simple. There's no airbrushes, there's no oil paints. If there were, I'd just make a mess with them. Instead, what we've done is we've kept it really simple to lines and colours. That's all you need to create either the most emotional diddle or the most incredible piece of artwork in the world. Didlr is available on pretty much every platform you can imagine. We're on Windows Phone, we're on Windows 8, we're on iOS, so that's iPad, iPod, iPhone. We're on every Android device out there, including the Kindle. We're even on Azure, we're on web, we're on Facebook. I don't think there's anywhere where you can't find Didlr nowadays, which is fantastic because people can share diddles from one device to devices all over the world. These aren't exclusive to each individual platform. This is the great Diddleverse, if you like, of devices and platforms. Now, with Didlr, we focused on the Windows platform to start with. We knew that we'd be able to succeed on that platform because we have a more concentrated user base and we knew we wouldn't get lost in the App Store. It gave us the ability to prove our model, which we've done, and now we intend to take that to all the other platforms with a significant marketing push there.